Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I have a really quick video for you today. It was a question that was asked in my Facebook group and I found the answer, and so I thought I would make a video and share it with you guys too. Speaking of that Facebook group, I just started it. It's called Yearbook with Canva, and basically I get a ton of questions all day, every day, asking me all kinds of things, but a lot of them have to do with Canva. You guys know I'm a big Canva advocate. I have a bunch of videos on my page. I have a bunch of templates I've created, and I love using it for a lot of things. I think it's really user-friendly, and I could just talk all day about it. And because I got all those questions, I was like, we got to take all these people and put them in one group together. So it's growing really fast, and it's been a really fun couple of days. So if you are making your yearbook with Canva, definitely check it out. It's just called Yearbook with Canva. I'll link it in the box below. But that's where this question came from, and so I thought I'd answer it here. So let me get out of my own way. Okay, so first let's go through the problem they're having. So they have this awesome newspaper, and this is an embed from the website called Issuu. It's issuu.com. And basically you upload a PDF and it gives you a flippable version of your magazine, right? Super cool, super interactive, makes sense that your print publication, when put on the web, it is interactive like this. It even has a cool like page turner, like flipping feature. Looks great. So in the past, they were using InDesign, and so they set up their document to be 2 pages, but they're facing into each other, so they create a 2-page spread. Now, with that being in InDesign, you can export it however you want. There's lots of ways you can do it depending on the needs of the format it's going to. So for print, you export it with bleeds, and for web, you export it like this with spreads or whatever. And so that's what they were used to. That's what makes the most sense logically, right? But when they recently transitioned to producing their newspaper in Canva, there was some limitations because they created their spreads as single documents so they can see how they look together. So they basically created like an 11 by 17 document that they, would know where the gutter is, and then they would export that. But Issuu, because of the way that, it's programmed, thinks that that spread is actually an individual page, like a left or right page. And so it puts 4 pages or 2 spreads together. And obviously this looks crazy. It's not user-friendly. It's not natural how you would read a newspaper. Very messy, right? So what we needed to figure out is if there was a way to design a spread in Canva, being able to see the left and the right pages, while also being able to export individual pages, the left or the right, so that way we can print it and design it with those spreads in mind, but publish it online with something that makes sense, right? So the bad news is there is no easy way to do this in Canva. Their printer told them that they would have to design with individual pages, so they'd have to go basically like they have here. The problem with this is you don't get the continuity that you want when you design with spreads. So this goes with this page, and even though there's not really any content that flips over the sides, that's just not a good way to design anything. So I went on a hunt to find a solution for them. And actually the solution was quite easy. And I'm excited to show you guys because it's pretty simple. So I made a template that was ideally what they were wanting, where it's 11 by 17. I went ahead and put a guide here so we can see where that gutter is, so you can see the spread cohesively. We have the back cover and the front cover, which I'll actually come back to in the end, but those are always going to be that first spread. Then I just added 2 more spreads, page 2 and 3 and page 4 and 5, just to see what they look like together. Then I went and looked at the export options under share, where you go to download, and you would simply go PDF print, and that is how you would export it, probably on CMYK, probably with crop marks and bleeds. And that's how you'd print it or export it to send it to your printer. But for online, I was like, okay, do we need to be able to export half pages, half spreads, whatever? No, it's actually way easier than that. So all you're going to do is go down to more, and not TikTok, and then you're going to hit right here. Mine already says live because I did already do it, but there is a little icon here that says embed. And then it's going to give you 2 little snippets of code. It does say that WordPress is supported with smart embed links. This is going to depend on a lot of things like the theme you're using and the plugins you have. This div, which is an HTML code, will work on most websites. So this is the one I would recommend using. I just went ahead and copied that code. And then I went into the back end of my website and created a new page or a new post or wherever you want to put this. And then you're just going to create an HTML box. So to do that, you just hit the plus sign. This is the Gutenberg editor. And then type in HTML. This custom HTML box comes up. paste that in. And then when you hit update, I'll show you what it looks like. But before I get there, I did want to show you, I also removed this last little link at the bottom. After this div tag, I removed this A code, and I'll show you why. I'm going to go ahead and hit update, and I'm going to show you both of these in a row and show you the difference. And there we have it. It's embedded directly from Canva, so someone can flip through just like they can on the issue one. It doesn't have the cute animations like the page curl and stuff like that, but honestly, that doesn't really matter. If you hover over the bottom, you can flip through like this as well. You can see the different pages like this and flip through and find what you want. You can also go to more and you can hit share if you want to encourage people to share the issue, they can. You can hide controls. That's individually, the individual user on the front end can control that. But that's super cool. I think that's awesome. They can't click through and edit your Canva document or anything like that. They're literally just viewing it. Now, that little bit of code that I deleted, here's that second one I put in, is just a link to this, and it has by my name because that's my Canva name. So if you click on that, it will take you to another viewer where it's just a full version screen from canva.com of your issue, which is also cool. To me, I don't need that. Like, I don't think that that's necessary. I don't need a link to that, and I don't really care about it knowing who it's by. It's on your own website. So personally, I would delete that. And again, that's just this little bit of code, the A tag all the way to the end. Just delete that. You're good to just leave it after the div and you'll be good to go. So hopefully that was helpful. If you guys have any questions or need any help getting this embedded on your website, please feel free to reach out. My email is just Katie, Katie, @organizedadvisor.com. That's advisor with an ER. And I'd be happy to help you all get this on your site. All right. Thanks guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.